Hey guys, what's up? Just gonna talk about winter camp day one. It was mostly traveling this Friday and rainy, but you know, it cleared up by the time we got here. And we got here, we checked into our cabins and our bungalows, we got settled in. We've been talking to everybody, meeting new people, and we had dinner a while ago, which was really fantastic. The staff here is amazing. And we got to go do some activities like play basketball, volleyball, jump on this really bouncy pillow thing. It was really fun. And then we got to go to a service and have some worship, which was really quality worship. It was a lot of fun. And we also got to hear this sermon over foreigners and how we are a foreign people on this earth because we are citizens of heaven. And it was just a really cool sermon, and we got to hear about the story of Daniel, and we got to hear the preacher's story of how he went to India and experienced being an actual foreigner in a different country. And it was just so amazing to hear, and I've already been blessed by what we've heard so far, and it's only day one. So tomorrow and Sunday are going to be absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Well, here it comes. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow! In your life have you seen anything like that?
Boy! Hey, what's up, guys? Today's Saturday. It's our first full day at winter camp. It's been pretty awesome so far. We got in last night, had dinner, kind of hung out, relaxed, and we talked about what this whole camp is going to be about, and that's focusing on the people of God. And so it's just the morning. We've only done one session after that. We talked about the remnant of the people of God, so we really haven't got too much into that. But I mean, we woke up this morning, had some awesome breakfast, had a great worship service, and then we just kind of begin to get into our sessions about what it means to be the people of God. And so far that's all we've done. So I'm really curious to see how the rest of winter camp turns out and how they develop those ideas.
Yeah, now we're, and then afterwards we got into a little bit of quiet time just to reflect on the remnant of God and how God was always faithful to the few that did follow him even when everybody else around. So we got into about Noah and the flood and David with Goliath, and also reflected on like John the Baptist and a lot of other people in the Bible, and just how they were the few that continued to be faithful even though everyone else around them were not being. And we're just really looking forward to tonight to see what else they have in store for us.
You ready? Yep.
Hey guys, we're here at winter camp and it has been a blast so far. We just got out of an amazing service. It was my favorite by far. We have some more tomorrow, but I think this one's probably going to be my favorite. God really moved. The worship was incredibly on fire. I mean, complete strangers were worshiping together, and the amazing thing about it was that God was there with us, and His Spirit was in us. So far today, before the service, we pretty much just chilled together. We talked with people that, we go to school with, but we really learned who each other was. We did some archery. A few people went ziplining. I did not because I would fall. But anyways, there was a playground. I'm very proud of myself because I actually walked on a thin line and did not fall. Winter camp is amazing. You really connect with all your friends, and you get to meet a lot of people that you remember for a very long time. So walk and talk is pretty much where after service you go and you walk with someone from a group that you came with.
and you just talk about how life is going in general and stuff. I did my walk and talk with our girl named Cassandra. She was a past base group leader, and she's an amazing person, and we both just talked about what is going on in our lives and just past things, and she really helped me because I'm a new base group leader, so she really helped me with some things that me and Haley, because we're base group partners, have gone through, what we're going through. She helped me through that, and it was amazing to really get to know her over again. And what's going on in her life, her future. She just graduated, so we talked about that, and it was just really, really, really cool to be able to talk to her about all that stuff and for her to listen to me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And we had a dance party.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Sandon. It's Sunday, our second full day of winter camp. So far it's been awesome. Woke up, had breakfast, pretty normal morning, some awesome worship again. And today we started talking about work and spiritual work and kind of the differentiation between the two. And it was awesome. We talked a lot about how God cares about our work and how there's no spiritual hierarchy of things, that being a plumber versus an electrician versus a doctor versus even a pastor, a campus pastor, say, and how they're all important. How since the creation that work was around, God commanded Adam and Eve to harvest and garden and to do different things. He commanded them to work. And once the downfall occurred, once they steeped into sin affected our work, but work was still around before, you see. So work isn't inherently bad. Work is a good thing. God values work. And so with that said, a big key point that they harped on a lot was about how you hear people say they're doing the work of God, but that's not correct. That almost all work, with out by a few exceptions, all should be honoring God and should be the work of God. It was just a really great lesson, and just kind of seeing how God can work through us, even if maybe we don't want to do, maybe we don't want to become a pastor, but you can still do ministry full-time no matter what your profession. It was really eye-opening, really helpful, especially for me, someone who's about to graduate and get into the workplace. So winter camp's incredible, just really recommend it. It's been an awesome day.
Okay, so it was our last afternoon at the lovely winter camp, and I went on a walk and talk with Laura, and it was great. We found a covered wagon so we wouldn't get rain on us. It was real nice. And then, during the free time, I ended up getting to go with Courtney and Kerrigan. We went to go talk with one of the really great Focus staff, and it was a really awesome conversation. We got to be in where we do worship, and then next thing I knew, because and then I went to a talk about the history of the Christian church, and so it was like 2 hours, and I was kind of going like, I'll probably skip out early because I wanted to take a nap. But next thing I knew, it was like 6:30, and I was like, oh snap, I've been here the whole time. And she really just talked about, it made me think of like, the church is not just what we experience in America. The church is so much bigger, and also just we have this idea that every church worships the way we do, and it was really cool just hearing about that's not the case. God is creative and can move and moves differently. What works for an American church is not necessarily going to work in an African church. And so that was a really cool message, because you get this idea that everyone around the world is singing Hillsong and doing whatever we do. But it was just really cool getting to hear of where it came from. And then after that, we had dinner, and then we ended with this is our second to last like talk, and we got to take communion together, and it was really cool because she talked about family and just what kind of family we're invited into. Despite what your earthly family is like, you're called into this with a perfect father figure, Abba Father, and she, the speaker was just so perfect about drawing it into this family. You know, Jesus, before he was, whenever he introduced communion, you know, he could have done it anywhere, but he chose to do it at a Passover dinner with all of his friends and family, you know, his family, his disciples, and just kind of what a special moment that is. So we all got to take communion together, and we got to clump up together and hug, and then the final song we prayed over people and just let the Spirit move. And so for the last night of being here, I think it was quite one to remember. That was probably my favorite talk, was over the family that we're called into with God. And I can't believe we're leaving, but...
You can just talk about what winter camp was to you, like what you learned, what you got from it, and how it kind of affected you on like a personal, spiritual level, and how going forward, how it's gonna apply to your life.
So like winter camp, from what I learned from winter camp, basically one of the speakers that we had talk to us was Ronnie, and he was the preacher from the main church that worked with winter camp. And what I got out of his sermon was that basically we're all like aspen trees, so we all basically come from one tree, but we're all different. Like, we all grow from that one tree, but we're all different in our own way. And I feel like that's how God made us to be. Like, we all come from him. Like, he made us in our own image, but he all made us different. Like, we are our own people, our own person, and we do our different things. But we all are connected. We all come together, and we all are a piece of his jigsaw puzzle. And so we all just come together as one, as his body, his church, and basically, like I said, like his church will all, like, his body, and his spirit, like, flows through us, like, on a daily basis. I mean, we may not feel it, but he's always with us no matter what, despite having, like, so many people that he needs to take care of, and it's just something that kind of, like, influenced me, and it's something that I took away from winter camp, and knowing that he may not get to me right away, but he hears my prayers, and it's just one of those things that I really liked. And I guess just meeting all the new people, like, knowing that we all come together as one. I did some, like, volleyball. I mean, I also did, like, the walk and talks, and I met new people through that. And I enjoyed doing, like playing volleyball with, like, different people, and just being able to, like, talk to different people and experience people, and just, I guess, all around get to know them, and how, like, and to see how, like we all can have, like, we may not know each other on, like, a different level, especially, like, knowing someone from, like, UTA or UTD, TWU, or UNT, and just, like, being able to know that we all fit together, and, like, just, I guess, just having a good time, and, like, knowing new people.
All right, hey, everybody, get over there like we were for this picture. Sarah, hurry! Scoot in, Sarah. Scoot in. You can get in the front if you want. All right. Say winter camp on 3. 1, 2, 3.